Hello and welcome back to the Calculator Review, hosted on Caliquin.com. Today I have the Smartbox Touchscreen Calculator Plus. I don't know a whole lot about this calculator, but I have had nothing but bad luck with touchscreen calculators, so maybe this one will be different. I've attempted to review others in the past, and they broke on me or just didn't work to begin with. These are incredibly unreliable, but maybe this one from the year 2001 will prove differently. I don't know. So what we have here is a touchscreen calculator, obviously. It also has a stand, clock and date, digital day countdown, currency converter, international time, and alarm clock with 5-minute snooze. So nothing really that interesting as far as additional settings. No games or anything like that, at least not that it's advertising. But it does advertise this virtual brain inside. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Usually calculators are just calculators. I wouldn't associate artificial intelligence of any sort with them. But anyway, let's find out how this thing works, if it does at all. So this will also be an unpackaging video. And of course this packaging is a huge pain to get into. It's very that's odd. Not sure why they packaged it like this. A lot of bonus cardboard for some reason. But anyway, we got the calculator out, and it does not appear that... Oh, it is hiding a manual down at the very bottom. Okay. And there's the manual. So get all this other stuff out of the way. Alright, and it's got a little piece of plastic to show what the display is capable of. Not very exciting. And hopefully these batteries after 18 years still work. So let's see. Okay, nothing turned on. That stylus doesn't seem to want to come out. Hang on. I didn't think the stylus would be this much of a pain. Okay, there we go. It's out now. Okay, so how does this thing turn on? Oh, there's a little kickstand. Kind of neat. Alright, it's very possible that the batteries in this no longer work. There is a reset button back here. See if that helps. Nope. My guess is that this is supposed to be always on because there is no button anywhere to turn it on. But let's check the manual and see if... Pretty in-depth manual. The first 15 to 20 pages are just about setting the clock, but I'm not going to bother with that. I'm more interested in the calculator functions. And okay, so it looks like the batteries aren't working, which I can't really fault the calculator for that. This thing has been in packaging for at least 18 years. So let's get this thing open. Okay, so I got the old batteries out. They are corroded, so they no longer function. And I stuck some newish ones in there. And I got a... Oh, here we go. So this has a very strange way of getting to the batteries. You have to work around this clip. It's kind of annoying. Okay, so we have a working calculator. As I expected, this thing never turns off, but let's check out the features. So here you can see the date. It's currently set at Sunday the 1st of January of 2000. I don't know if January of 2000 was, or January 1st of 2000 was in fact on a Sunday, or if that's just how this thing's set up. Here's the stopwatch. Here we go. Neat. Okay. And this is a calendar countdown thing, I guess. I don't know. But, okay, here's the calculator. And like I said, every touchscreen calculator I've used up to this point has been awful. I'm starting to see that this one's probably going to be the same, so let's do some basic calculations. Do 3 plus 3. Okay, that works. It's times 8. It's pretty good at... I'm hitting what I'm hoping I hit. So it's at least responsive and working the way I would hope a calculator would. And sorry about the glare, I'm hoping this shows up on camera. But I do like the fact that it beeps. That lets me know that when I'm pressing on something it's actually working. It might be hard to see here, but if you look really closely, you can actually see the outlines of each number, like it's in a little box. So as long as you're within that box, it's going to work fine. But the numbers do, well, when you hold it at this angle, so I imagine you're supposed to hold it at this angle, because at this angle, where it's tilted away from my face, it looks like the numbers are actually partially in the box below. But if I hold it in a more natural way like this, which doesn't really show up on camera, it doesn't work quite as well. But overall, I'd say not bad for a touchscreen calculator. So here you can see the different time zones. This is unique actually because it lists a whole bunch of places. You got London, Paris, Cairo, Moscow, Dubai, Karachi, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Bangkok, Hong Kong, Sydney, Honolulu, New York. So that's kind of cool. You can see the times in different time zones. Though if we end up switching to a different time system in the future, that will render this obsolete. So, and here you can set an alarm, not terribly exciting, and then this looks like the currency converter. I don't know what that's converting to. Not really sure what's going on with this, but overall, for a touchscreen calculator, this isn't too bad. I have absolutely seen far worse, and I've attempted to review much worse, but because they didn't work, there really wasn't a whole lot to say about them. I don't like the fact that this thing is always on. That's not great, because that's going to drain the batteries. If this was solar powered, that would make a little more sense, but it's not. The stylus is just some very basic plastic. Let's see how this is overall. It feels sturdy, but as you can see, the pressing on it completely warps the screen, but it doesn't feel like anything that's going to break particularly easy. The little stand here is kind of neat. Not incredible. I guess if you're using this as an alarm clock, it would be kind of handy to have it at this angle. But the stand creates its own additional problems, because to get to the battery cover you have to close the stand, unscrew it, then lift the stand up, and then remove the cover, which I don't understand why you would put the batteries there. Like, why not put them up here where they'd be out of the way of that? It just creates additional problems. To get the stylus out, it does sit in there very firmly, but I think with some use it becomes less stuck, because now I'm able to get it out with my finger. At first I had to use a pair of tweezers to kind of pry it out. So overall, not terrible. I don't remember where I got this. It was in my collection. I probably found this at Goodwill, but it didn't have a price sticker on it anywhere, so I don't know how much I paid for this. Given that it's a touchscreen calculator, I probably didn't spend more than $2 or $3 on it, because I'm tired of spending a lot of money on calculators that are terrible. Comes with a pretty substantial manual. It's very detailed. I'm not going to go through everything here, because... So this is kind of an issue. You have to set the exchange rate yourself to exchange, or to convert money. Not very useful, but I guess back in the year 2000 that would have been pretty useful, because smartphones weren't exactly a thing back then. So I am kind of curious how difficult this is to use without the stylus. So using my finger, let's see, I want to type in 58421. Well, that's odd. When I use my finger, it doesn't beep. Did I turn off the sound? Oh, I must have. How do I get it back on? The sound is actually kind of important here. Oh well. Yeah, actually even using your finger is really not bad. It's pretty responsive. And I'm using the I'm not even using my fingertip. Just oh, okay. It appears I accidentally pressed this little musical note button, which turns it on or off the sound. Okay. I honestly was opening this up expecting to hate it a lot more than I do. For a calculator from 2001 that is a touchscreen, it's not bad. The one huge glaring downside is the fact that this thing can't turn off, so it's going to drain the battery, and the fact that there's no recharging function kind of makes it suck. But if they would have added a solar panel or an off button, either one of those would have made this a better device. But as it stands, as it is right now, I would actually recommend it. Like, if you absolutely need a touchscreen calculator with multiple functionality, this wouldn't be a bad choice. I am a little annoyed that it didn't have any games or anything. Not even a notepad. Because a lot of the touchscreen calculators I have purchased have more than just this bare bones functionality. And it's kind of needlessly a touchscreen. Like, this would have worked just fine with buttons as well, except for the fact that it can change some of this stuff. So yeah, that is the Smartbox Touchscreen Calculator Plus. Going back to it saying there is a virtual brain inside, I'm going to have to say that that is not the case here. There's nothing about this that implies intelligence, unless you think a calculator in itself is an incredible device, which, you know, I do, but not this one in particular. So I think this review's gone on long enough. I'm already at 15 minutes, and that's even after having replaced the batteries on it. Oh, speaking of batteries, this does take 2 LR44 batteries. These are very commonly found. It turns out I have a whole bunch of these on hand, and so bonus points for using batteries that are common. That's good. Anyway, that's all I've got to say about the Smartbox Touchscreen Calculator Plus from Scenario. It's like scenario? I don't know, but Crystal Lake, Illinois, USA, but the calculator itself was made in China. Anyway, so I'm going to stop the video here. So, have a wonderful day. Bye!